So I love it when people will like use my songs for their own thing and put their own creative spin on it. I remember going through YouTube one day, I looked up Deathbed. Every video that was popping up was like made in the Philippines and they were doing like their own version. It was just so many covers of it and I was like, whoa, this is kind of cool. And I'd listen to them and they'd like, yeah, they'd do their own twist on it, which was sick. Seeing it in different countries is crazy. I watch a lot of like romantic movies, like cringy stuff that Nicholas Sparks writes, but I love that stuff. And I'll feel inspired by that and I'll write about like what the characters are feeling and stuff like that. Some of it is personal things that have happened to me with like past relationships and stuff and current relationships as well. It was about over a year ago when I found the beat. I was just surfing SoundCloud like I always did. I came across the beat by Otterpop who produced it and was sampling Biba Doobie. And I was like, this sounds freaking sick. I tried to write a rap for it. I listened to the hook and tried to like make the lyrics sound like or go with the hook well. When I originally released it, it took a while for it to gain traction. So it was about within like 5 months, I would say, is when it started picking up on YouTube and it started getting a crap ton of views. And I was like, oh dang, it's actually doing something. Yeah. I don't want to fall asleep, I don't want to pass away. I've been thinking of our future cause I'll never see those days. I find it easier when I rap in the person's shoes and pretend it's me. I'm just talking basically from the standpoint of somebody who's on their deathbed. They wish that they weren't and they wish they could continue their life with the person they love, but it didn't end up that way. I don't know why this has happened, but I probably deserve it. I tried to do my best, but you know that I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to tell her that I wasn't perfect in multiple ways, basically. I might not be going to heaven for all the bad things I've done. It could be anything. It could be cheating, could be drugs, could be alcohol, you know? So I'm just kind of apologizing for it. I've been praying for forgiveness. You've been praying for my health. When I leave this earth, hoping you'll find someone else. Cause yeah, we still young. There's so much we haven't done. So I just kind of merged it into my own kind of life and what I would be feeling if that situation was happening in my life at this point. I'm 20 years old and a lot of my viewers are also around the same age as me, so I feel like they connect more with it. Getting married, start a family, watch your husband with his son. I wish it could be me, but I won't make it off this bed. I hope I go to heaven so I see you once again. My life was kind of short, but I got so many blessings. Happy you were mine. It sucks that it's all ending. I've been really blessed. Basically, I grew up in a home with 3 younger siblings who all care for me, and I have 2 loving parents, so basically that's like super blessed to compared to a lot of people. So that's what I was talking about in that part. In a lot of my songs I'll talk about like flashbacks and memories because those things mean a lot to me, and I feel like looking back on things just it brings nice feelings, you know, and that I'm thankful for it. Don't stay awake for too long, don't go to bed. I'll make a cup of coffee for your head. I'll get you up and going out of bed. I never heard of Biba Doobie until I heard the beat, and then I looked more into her stuff and I realized that she has some sick songs. When I first heard it, she was talking about, it kind of just sounds like her boyfriend or whatever is sleeping and she's getting him a cup of coffee, which I feel like is the way most people would look at it, and that's how I looked at it first too. But then I kind of wanted to add my own twist to it and kind of make it a deeper meaning, and so I looked at it from the standpoint of the person is dying. I don't drink coffee too much. I'll have it every so often when I go to church, but that's about it. I'm happy that you're here with me. I'm sorry if I tear up. I actually don't tear up too much. Like before I had my girlfriend, I didn't cry for like 3 years straight probably. I feel like when I'm with a girl though, I get more emotional and she kind of brings out all the deep things. When me and you were younger, you would always make me cheer up. Taking goofy videos and walking through the park. Me and my girlfriend will just like film random stuff, make TikToks and stuff, and I always think it's hilarious. Me and my girlfriend will always like take her dogs for walks. So we'll go down to like this big park that's by her house or whatever, and we'll walk through there every time we hang out usually. You would jump into my arms every time you heard a bark, cuddle in your sheets, sang me sound asleep, and sneak out through your kitchen at exactly 1:03. Sundays went to church, Mondays watched a movie, soon you'll be alone, sorry that you have to lose me. So I grew up going to church, so every Sunday I'll go with my family, and I actually met my girlfriend at church, so that's how we connected. And then Mondays, like weekdays, we usually just chill, watch movies together and do all that stuff. My favorite movie of all time is Dear John, because the story is amazing, I think. And it's really deep and emotional for me, and he also has problems with his dad, which is really sad. Another good show that I would recommend, I don't watch too much anime, but it's called I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. And it kind of has the same vibe as like they're in a relationship and the girl ends up dying. It's a deep song, and so I try not to make it dark. I try to like incorporate like happy things into it, like talking about heaven and that there's more than just life. Basically, I'm just saying I'm sorry that I'm leaving you because we're best friends and we rely on each other.